Hello children. Now today we are going to start Geography chapter 3, Our Changing Earth. The last previous chapter, Inside the Earth, we have studied. I hope you all understand that chapter and listen well my video. Till yet no doubts are there because nobody have given message to me, so it's good if you are not having any doubt, and if suppose it is there anything, so please let me know and ask me. So now we will move to our next chapter, Our Changing Earth. So before going to start the topic here, little look to the some important points in the beginning. As in your book, children, you are watching the world map is given. So whatever I am going to tell you, short knowledge about that, so you can tally with that map also. Look at the world map very carefully, then only you can understand that. You will probably observe that the shapes of the continents, as you're watching in the map children, have a familiar pattern. The eastern coast of South America can probably fit into the western coast of Africa. As you will, if you're watching the map, then you can see. Similarly, Australia can fit near the Indian landmass in the gap, which is now filled up by the Bay of Bengal. What seems to emerge is that earlier all continents were clustered together as a supercontinent, and that is called the Pangaea. It is actually Greek term. That meaning is of that word is all earth. What is the meaning of that? Pangaea, that is the all earth. The theory of Pangaea was first proposed by Alfred, a German mythologist, in AD 1915. The 7 continents which exist now have come into their present shape. Again I am repeating children, the 7 continents which exist now have come into their present shape over a period of millions of years, as shown in the figure as you are watching right now. Understood? So this is the brief knowledge we can say before going to start our topic. Now, earth movement. Children, already we have read before teaching the changing the earth, we have cleared the topic inside the earth. The crust, which you are familiar with this crust word. The crust of the earth is broken into a number of large and small plates known as the lithospheric plates. Again I am telling you, the crust of the earth is broken into a number of large small plates. Already we have discussed this. That is known as the lithospheric plates. There are 7 major lithospheric plates. Okay, how many lithospheric plates are there? Children, there are 7 major lithospheric plates which move extremely slowly. Means these lithospheric plates, children, they move slowly. The movement occurs due to the heat generated by the molten magma inside the earth. Again, these lithospheric plates, how do you know this? What is the lithospheric plate? The crust of the earth which is broken into these small plates. in the large number. That is known the lithospheric plates. Understood what is lithospheric plate? Now there are 7 major lithospheric plates are there. How many lithospheric plates are there? 7 major lithospheric plates are there, which moves extremely slowly. Means their speed, lithospheric movement speed is very slowly. The movement occurs. How this movement occurs? As I am telling, the plates which move extremely slowly, it means these plates are moving. So how these plates are moving? How it occurs the movement? The reason of the movement occurs due to the heat generated by the molten magma. This heat from where it's generated, children? This heat generated by molten magma, which is inside the earth. Already we have read this. Yes. Which moves in a circular manner. This molten magma, that's when it is hit, so it's move in a circular manner. So these movements which are called tectonic movements. Okay, again I am telling, this movement is known as the tectonic movements. Okay, cause changes on the earth. Okay, what is the cause of that? The cause changes on the earth surface. Whatever changes on the earth surface. Okay, on the basis of the forces. Okay, on the basis of the forces. Again I am telling you, the crust of the earth, which is broken into small plates, those plates are called the lithospheric plates. Understood? There are how many lithospheric plates, children? There are 7 lithospheric plates. Okay, that occurs, means their movement, these lithospheric plates movement is very slowly. So the movement which plates are moving, what is the reason of those movement? The movement reason is that the heat, and that heat from where it is generated, children? From the molten magma. Molten magma inside the earth, that generate the heat. Because of that, these plates move slowly. So these movement which are called tectonic movement. What is called, children? This is called the tectonic movement. So this tectonic movement caused, what is the cause? Changes on the earth surface. On which basis? On the basis of the forces. On which basis? On the basis of the forces. So which cause them? These movements are named as endogenic force and exogenic force. What is the forces? These forces are known as the endogenic force and exogenic force, which you can watch in that pictures also. Now endogenic force. Okay, endogenic force act in the interior of the earth, means inside of the earth, leading to earthquake, volcanic eruption and landslide. What is a volcanic eruption? That you know, and landslide also you know that. Now exogenic force. Again, endogenic force act in the interior of the earth. Where is endogenic force act? Inside the earth, we can say, and that's lead to earthquake. That reason of the earthquake, we can say, and volcanic eruption and landslides. These are the reasons of the endogenic forces. Now exogenic force work on the surface of the earth. Children, understand, two forces are there: endogenic force inside the earth and exogenic force is on the surface of the earth. Their effect can be seen in the form of erosional and depositional features of wind, water and ice. So these two forces I think you understand. The movement of the lithospheric plates can either be slow or sudden. It means these movement with the lithospheric plates can either be slow also and it can be sudden also. Okay, slow movement result in the formation of mountains. Okay, again slow movement is result in the formation of mountains. How the mountains are formed? So that is the reason of the lithospheric plates when that move slowly. So slow movement is resulted in the formation of mountains. While sudden ones, what is the result of the sudden ones? So sudden ones cause earthquake and volcanic eruption. Okay, so slow movement result of the formation of mountains. Okay, and sudden movement result is the volcanic means earthquake and volcanic eruption. But in all these three changes, whatever changes we have read, in all these three changes, one thing is true. What is that? That if they occur suddenly, they can be destroyers for life forms and property. It means children, whatever three changes I have explained you, in that the result of this slow movement, it's okay. But the result of this sudden movement is really the destroyers of the life also, property also. So I think you understand what I wanted to tell you. Once again I am going to revise whatever topics I have explained you. So the earth movements, what is the earth movement, what is the reason of the earth movement, the crust of the earth which is broken into the small number of large and small plates which is known as the lithospheric plates. Okay, there are how many types of lithospheric plates are there? There are 7 major lithospheric plates that move extremely slowly. Okay, the movement, how these movements are occur? Okay, how this movement, any reason should be there? Yes, of course there is a reason. There is a reason of the movement is heat. Okay, because of heat this movement occurs. So this heat, from where it is generated? This heat inside the earth which is generated by molten magma. Okay, and molten magma already you know that is inside the earth, which moves in a circular manner. Okay, and this circular manner, movement of this circular manner means the movement which is because of the heat of the molten magma, which movement occurs in a circular manner. That movement which are called the tectonic movement. This tectonic movement cause changes on the earth surface. Okay, on the basis of the forces. What are those forces? Those forces are endogenic forces and exogenic forces. Endogenic forces, the movement or whatever the act is there, it is interior of the earth, means inside the earth, and that's lead the earthquake or volcanic eruption or landslide. Endogenic forces, children, that act and that work on the surface of the earth. Okay, on the surface of the earth. Again, endogenic force inside the earth, exogenic force on the surface of the earth, and their effect can be seen in the form of erosional and depositional features of wind, water, etc. Okay, again the movement of the lithospheric plates can either be slow also and sudden also. Slow result is the formation of the formation of the mountains, and sudden result is the earthquake and volcanic eruption. Okay, but it is also true that all these three changes, okay, there you can see that if there is slow movement then it's okay also, but if the sudden movements are there, that it means destroy. So deleterious for life forms and properties. So this next some points, whatever the full chapter is left, children, this two points I am explaining in one part. So this is the first part where I have explained you earth movement. In the next part I will explain volcanoes and types of volcanoes. Thank you.